We've got breaking news for weed lovers everywhere, and it's specifically for the superstars of the cannabis world, the growers. Two meat and cheese experts in Vermont have revolutionized the dry and curing process of harvesting flower. Remember, this is a living plant, and part of the process, once you harvest the plant, you have to invert it and dry it so all those magical cannabinoids can reach their maximum potency in the buds of this flower. Now back to Vermont and Cannatrol. That's where David and Jane Sandelman have been curing and drying meats and cheeses for years. Now they're applying their years of experience to the cannabis space, and they are blowing up the market.
So we turned the whole thing upside down. We created the perfect environment. You put the flower in, and then it dries to the perfect moisture content, and now it's curing. You don't have to move it out of the space. You don't have to guess when it's ready or not. And it just comes out amazing, sticky bud. And we said, will this work for cannabis? So we built a small unit, which is now our home unit.
When did you do this?
The small unit, probably about 3 years ago, was the first prototype. And we gave it to a grower, and he said, this is the most amazing flower I've ever produced. And then we thought we were onto something. And we made a couple more, and now there are thousands of them out there, and people love it. We then scaled it back up to large commercial size, like a cheese aging room, but now these are rooms for drying flour, where people are doing 1,000, 1,500 pounds at a time into rooms. We have places with multiple rooms, big grow operations, and they're producing some of the finest flour the industry has seen.
It was just over 3 years ago that Cannatrol was born, and now one of the state-of-the-art facilities and growers here in the New England area, John Napoli from the Boston Gardener and Van Garden, rave about the Cannatrol process.
So Cannatrol is who designed this drying and curing area here for us. They're from the meat and cheese industry. So they originally were curing meat and cheese, and they've been doing that for decades. So then they came over to the cannabis space and were able to use that experience to design proper drying and cure rooms for the cannabis industry, which we sorely needed.
One of the most amazing things about this industry is running into people like you that have had a background in another part of the world, another application, if you will, and then have adapted it to this new opportunity in cannabis. I'm amazed at some of these stories. It's really fun. Do you enjoy being in the cannabis space now?
Oh, it's great. 5 years ago, if I told me I was standing at a weed show, I'd go, you're crazy. And here we are, at a cannabis weed show.
Right. No, David, you're not crazy. You're ingenious to apply your craft to a new industry at just the right time. If you want to find out more about Cannatrol and this revolutionary process for drying and curing so you get the most out of your plant harvest, contact them at info@cannatrols.com.